Some people talk about building houses. Others build them.
Do you have land?
I am working on it.
You buy your buy today and get the job done. Strong, reliable, available at hardware shops countrywide.
Yes. It hasn't been easy at all.
No.
But with your buy, chiba chibwa.
So you buy, your buy.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBB 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
For centuries, rivers have sustained life. They have nourished crops, supported livelihoods, and connected communities. But hidden within the rushing waters of some of Uganda's rivers lived an invisible threat, a tiny parasite carried by black flies, a disease that stole sight, destroyed productivity, and trapped generations in poverty: river blindness. For decades, millions of Ugandans lived under its shadow. This is the story of one of Africa's greatest public health victories, a story of science, a story of partnership, and above all, a story of communities determined to reclaim their future. Darkness no more. Uganda's journey to eliminate river blindness. River blindness, scientifically known as onchocerciasis, was once among Uganda's most devastating neglected tropical diseases, transmitted through repeated bites from infected black flies breeding in fast-flowing rivers. The disease attacked the skin and eyes. People endured intense itching, skin disfigurement, visual impairment, and in severe cases, blindness. Entire communities abandoned fertile river valleys because living near rivers often meant living with disease. The burden stretched far beyond health. Families lost income, children missed school, communities lost hope. Uganda's fight against river blindness began with a simple goal: control the disease. Beginning in the early 1990s, affected communities received ivermectin treatment once every year. The medicine reduced suffering and prevented further complications. But in 2007, Uganda made a bold decision. The country would no longer aim merely to control river blindness. It would eliminate it. Treatment frequency doubled. Communities began receiving ivermectin twice every year. Vector control interventions intensified. Surveillance systems were strengthened, and an ambitious national elimination strategy was launched.
My name is Edrida Muheki. I'm the country representative of the Kata Center Uganda office. The Kata Center is a non-government organization that was founded by the former president of the United States, President Jimmy Carter, together with his wife, Rosalind. May their souls rest in peace. And this was founded in 1982. But in Uganda, the Kata Center started supporting the Ministry of Health in 1996.
The Kata Center built its work on a simple belief: communities must be empowered to solve their own health challenges. Across Uganda, thousands of volunteers answered the call. They became community drug distributors. Later, many transitioned into village health teams. They moved from house to house, educating families, distributing medicines, monitoring treatment coverage, and ensuring no one was left behind.
The health interventions are basically done within communities and by the communities. I worked with the Ministry of Health for 27 years. Go to communities countrywide, north, south, east, west. You get into the communities, you're assessing the burden of these diseases, and you see how desperate people are, how they are suffering, the reason why they are called neglected tropical diseases. Indeed, you will properly define what they are. Some of them they would actually not know. They would know they are suffering, but not knowing how much they're suffering or where it's taking them. The impact on their social, economic status, and even children going to school. You would go back after years, you conduct impact on what you have done to their livelihood, and it would be obvious. And you'd also get testimonies, people with lived experiences, telling you, oh, we didn't know that this is what was causing us to be like this. So that gave me the motivation, and it gives me great gratification to see that people can be helped.
By 2024, Uganda's community-based approach remained the backbone of the elimination program. The country transitioned from relying primarily on community drug distributors to using the border village health team system, integrating river blindness interventions into routine community health care. That year alone, 7,892 frontline health workers and volunteers were trained. Among them were 4,246 village health team members, 3,583 community supervisors, and 63 health workers. More than half of the VHT members trained were women. Together, they formed the frontline workforce, driving Uganda toward elimination.
These communities have been informed. You have this problem, river blindness, which is transmitted the black flies, terrible biting black flies. So that is already a motivation by people who have been identified to go and catch flies to help themselves and also their fellow community members. That is the big motivation.
What began as a campaign against river blindness would eventually strengthen Uganda's wider community health system. Today, many of these volunteers continue serving communities through broader healthcare programs.
People in the communities call them doctors. In the local languages, which call them basao. So likewise, these black fly collectors, with the training we give them of how to catch the flies, how to move them from the tube which they've caught it from their body into another one, how to preserve them until they are brought to the national laboratory, they feel empowered and great, like they've undergone a full entomological training. So they feel big.
The fight against river blindness required more than medicine. It required evidence. Scientists needed to know precisely when transmission had stopped. To answer that question, Uganda invested in science. With support from the Qatar Center Uganda and the University of South Florida, a national molecular laboratory was established. This laboratory became one of the most important weapons in Uganda's elimination effort.
We go to those areas, we pick blood samples from children. Usually this is done on children who are aged below 10 years. take blood samples. We call them dry blood spots. They are processed so well and transported safely according to the protocol that was agreed upon by the World Health Organization and also supported by the University of South Florida. If you get this number that has been exposed, that means that the infection, there is still a threat of infection, and it is recommended that you continue treating. And below that threshold, if it is below, I would say, less than 1% of the assessed children, the 3,000 children, if it is less than 1%, it means that there is no risk of transmission, so you can stop a mass treatment. That is in human beings.
Thousands of children under 10 years of age were tested. At the same time, another investigation was taking place, one involving the insects themselves.
So these black flies that are caught and brought to the center from different districts, they also undergo a molecular analysis, which we call PCR analysis. And they also have cut-off points to show if you get this number, for them, they have to be completely negative. If there is any fly that you assess and you find there is any positive, that means there is a threat. But apparently, there is no area we have caught flies and we have found them carrying a single parasite.
While scientists monitored transmission, communities continued delivering life-saving treatment.
We had well-wishers who gave us a bait for the chemical to apply in the rivers to kill the young stages of the black flies. So it is like, what is your contribution?
The black fly is the carrier of river blindness. Without it, transmission cannot continue.
The types of flies we have in the northern parts where the interventions are still ongoing, and the ones I said that are difficult to eliminate, yes, nuisance biters now, they can fly for over 40 kilometers, a fly. So they fly. Then we also have flies. These are common in the western part of the country. Those ones fly like 4 to 6 kilometers. So you can hear a fly which flies 40 kilometers. You're not going to catch it. Otherwise, we'd be catching mosquitoes and we control malaria.
To monitor risk, community members were trained to catch flies from rivers where transmission once occurred. Every captured fly became a piece of evidence.
We have had over 230 people being involved in catching flies and monitoring their fly catching activities, village health teams. So it's interesting that most of these VHTs that were introduced by the Ministry of Health were former community drug distributors for river blindness where the disease exists.
You are watching the Lens program. Stay tuned.
Mustafa, welcome home.
It is small, but it is something. Everyone starts from somewhere.
Welcome home.
The problem is the foundation.
You know the kind of cement I'm using in this foundation? I guarantee you even my grandchildren will come and find this house.
Muzaffaru, the day I decide to build, in fact, I will import the foundation into the country. By the way, your security lights, they are very small. Me, when I build my house, I will put the motion sensor.
As you can see the living room, I managed to bring in some tiles.
And I told you, when I build my house, I get tiles from Italy raw, bring them here, original. This nonsense of having one TV. Me!
Some people talk about building houses. Others build them.
Do you have land?
I am working on it.
You buy your buy today and get the job done. Strong, reliable, available at hardware shops countrywide.
Yes.
It hasn't been easy at
I
all.
know.
But with your buy, chiba chibwa.
So you buy, your buy.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Lens program.
The program also introduced innovative vector control methods. One of the most successful became known as slash and clear.
So this is mainly in the northern region. The species or the type of flies that I talked about, the young stages of the fly attach themselves onto the vegetation that is found in the fast-flowing rivers. So when you slash their vegetation that is trailing in the rivers and you remove it from the rivers, it means that you have rendered the breeding of these flies helpless. They eventually die. We have what we call cross-border collaboration. We're encouraging them to treat twice every year. We encourage them to control the black flies there. And we do that monitoring I've told you together. So we are working hand in hand. And also, we have started treating the refugees in the settlements that are in the region which has the black flies. So the refugees there are undergoing treatment. If they come and settle in these areas that still have these black flies, when the flies bite them, they will pick the parasite and reintroduce it in the communities where we used to treat and we stopped the treatments. So that is what we are monitoring. But the good thing, we are working very closely with the Ministry of South Sudan.
The scale of the intervention remained extraordinary. In 2024 alone, more than 1.4 million ivermectin treatments were delivered across Uganda with support from the Qatar Center and the Ministry of Health. Among these were nearly 165,000 treatments provided to refugees living in settlement communities and more than 95,000 passive treatments delivered through health facilities. Treatment coverage among host communities reached 93% of the target population. These numbers represent more than medicine. They represent communities protected from a disease that once threatened millions. Each treatment distributed brought Uganda one step closer to eliminating river blindness forever.
The mass treatment was given once every year. Then later on in 2007, Uganda decided, and that time it was controlling the disease to a no public health importance. But in 2007, Uganda decided we can eliminate this disease. After a number of years of giving the medicine, the Ministry of Health, together with partners like Qatar Center and others, we go back to those communities, check to find out if the infection levels are still to that level which World Health Organization recommends that the treatment should continue. And as per the map I showed you, which has changed from the red that it was before 2007 to the many green areas, when we checked the infection levels in the communities, in some there is no infection, there are no parasites in the community members we have assessed.
The impact was immediate. More than 158,000 people living in the Lubiria focus no longer required mass treatment. They joined nearly 7 million Ugandans across other former transmission zones who have now become freed from the need for routine ivermectin distribution. Yet one challenge remains. The final transmission zone lies in the northern Uganda near the South Sudan border. Diseases do not recognize borders. People move, communities interact, and black flies continue to breed in shared ecosystems.
River blindness now remaining in just a portion of one focus out of the 17. Only 5 districts out of the 50 that still need interventions for river blindness. Qatar Center felt that they can do more. The mission or the vision of President Qatar was waging peace, fight diseases, and build hope.
One of Uganda's most significant victories came in the Lubiria focus along the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo. In 2024, years of surveillance confirmed what communities had hoped for. transmission had been interrupted. More than 4,900 children aged between 5 and 9 years were tested in Uganda and neighboring Beni Butembo in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Not a single child showed evidence of recent infection. At the same time, 62 black flies collected over a 2-year period tested negative for the parasite. The evidence was clear. The disease was no longer being transmitted.
The Kata Center has not worked alone in the fight against these neglected tropical diseases.
Joint surveillance, coordinated treatment campaigns, refugee health programs, and continuous monitoring have become critical tools in protecting the gains already achieved. The goal is simple: ensure the disease never returns.
So all this I have said, it is the Ministry of Health which has done it. Kata Center is supporting the Ministry of Health through everything I have mentioned. The Ministry of Health at the national level, and I would say at the district level. Most of the work is done in the district local governments. And at the national level, the policies were made and passed by the Ministry of Health.
Uganda's fight against river blindness is about more than eliminating a disease. It is a story about what happens when communities are empowered, when governments provide leadership, when science guides decisions, and when partners work together toward a common goal. The Ministry of Health, district health teams, the Kata Center, site savers, research institutions, village volunteers and communities themselves, together they have transformed what once seemed impossible into reality. What began as a battle against a neglected tropical disease has become a model for public health success, a lesson in partnership, a lesson in perseverance, and a lesson in hope for generations. River blindness cast a long shadow across Uganda, a shadow of suffering, a shadow of uncertainty, a shadow of lost opportunity. Today, that shadow is fading. The rivers still flow, yes, but communities still thrive. The disease that once defined entire regions is retreating into history. Uganda's journey has shown that even the most neglected diseases can be defeated, not by medicine alone, but by determination, partnership, science, and the power of communities. As the nation takes its final steps toward elimination, one truth remains clear: where there was once fear, there is now hope. Where there was once blindness, there is now vision. And where there was once darkness, there is darkness no more. Uganda's journey to eliminate river blindness.
Proudly brought to you by
Mustafa, welcome home. It is small, but it is something. Everyone starts from somewhere. Welcome home. The problem is the foundation.
You know the kind of cement I'm using in this foundation? I guarantee you even my grandchildren will come and find this house.
Muzafaru, the day I decide to build, in fact, I will import the foundation into the country. By the way, your security lights, they are very small. Me, when I build my house, I will put the motion sensor.
As you can see, the living room, I managed to bring in some tiles.
And I told you, when I build my house, I get tiles from Italy, Rome, bring them here, original. This nonsense of having one TV. Me!
Some people talk about building houses. Others build them. Do you have land?
I am working on it.
You buy your buy today and get the job done. Strong, reliable, available at hardware shops countrywide.
Yes. It hasn't been easy at all.
know.
But with your buy, chiba chibwa.
So you buy, your buy.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBB 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.